ready because we've been talking for a while. But if Sill's ready, we can start with a recap. Because it's been like a month.
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
It's been a while.
Okay. Um. So, yeah, we last session before, etc. Eventually made it back from our cool trip out at sea, under all the water, and got a key from the Duke. Went and came to the prison. Key opens this new outside door to the prison. There are a couple new things about the prison. All the damage is repaired. There are a couple new residents. We put in our Irian infused crystal shard things in the special goblin room. Door went down, super smoke, which eventually cleared. Come up to first tier and fix some stuff that has been wrong with that level. Where it leads us to last session, we had some sort of Gorgon Minotaur type fire event, and that opened up the access to level 2, where it says the hive is corrupted. Where here we roamed around and eventually found these ant things that seem to have two different kind of groups, a regular ant and corrupted ants. We have a couple of encounters and eventually make it in. We found a room that had a acid statue in it that goes way down, a lightning rune thing, corrupted rune, giant explosion room, and eventually we made it into the queen's area where she had a tube sticking into her, and she was kind of alternating making ants and corrupted ants. And once we took off the hose or whatever, she started attacking the corrupted ones, and yeah, that's TLDR.
And as the fight ends, all the remaining ants basically scuttle away. The corrupted ones are being dismantled and taken apart, and the pieces are being scrambled down through the holes. The queen also makes a weird little chirping sound and kind of shifts herself off to one side. And it's not on the map, but you can see that there is what looks like a set of stairs that was hidden underneath where she was sitting.
Like going up or down?
Down. Stairs up would have been a bit more obvious.
Okay.
Yeah, there's basically like a hole in the ground that she was sitting on.
Gotcha.
The stairs are under where she was.
Yeah, they're like here basically.
Okay. For some reason, I was like looking up here and thinking that like a stairway there had gotten revealed. And I was trying to wrap my head around that. All right, cool.
I wonder where this gas is coming from. Perhaps that path that she was hiding will take us there? Because clearly this caused enormous problems. And I'll slowly approach and try to still give some space between the queen.
She's still birthing out new constructions every now and then, but she's not really paying you any mind. Like, she clearly turns her head and watches you, but she doesn't seem concerned or definitely not hostile any bit more.
Okay. Then,
He seems very occupied.
Yeah. I thought I had a thing.
I mean, I said birthing, but like I said, when we introduced this, I think I might have gotten lost in the month and a half we've been out. But it's more like her abdomen is
Piecing together.
piecing together pieces, like it's a whole bunch of robot arms that are piecing things together.
Right. Okay, I have true sight. I don't actually need a light, so I will start heading down.
Okay. The stairs lead about 30 feet down, and then they open up into a fairly wide room that's still made out of the bronzish metal you've seen around. But it's a fairly wide but not terribly deep room, about 40 feet wide, but only about 15 feet until you hit to the next wall. And the whole length of that wall, there's a narrow, maybe 2-foot window that's cut into the stuff that leads out, and there's a strange shifting glow coming in from the window. And all across the walls on the back wall, there are just plaques of all kinds of different languages that all have various messages on them. Though, depending on how many languages you can read.
How big is the stairway going down?
That's about 5 feet wide.
Okay.
So
I would. Yeah.
big guy is going to have to squeeze down. You might want to not be a giant tiger. Or
I was gonna say, I also think I've been the tiger for a while, and so I was trying to remember. So. I will go back to goblin form, I think, and follow Glimmer.
Sorry, just note taking before I forget.
And I don't have an additional map for this because it's just this one room.
Okay. Then
I
I
would go down the stairs too.
Yeah, I guess go up to the window to see if I can see into it. What is this glowy? Not touching.
When you look out the window, what you see, it looks like a massive, like there's a massive chamber out there. It looks like there's an inner kind of a shell that's made out of glowing panels. That's all faceted around, and there's a glow coming from within there somewhere, but the panels seem to be translucent, so you can see movement shifting inside, but you can't see what it might be. Just that there's movement going on and various colors glowing out. The second dome is made out of the same bronze metal as far as you can see, lit by the glow from the inner dome. And it just surrounds that dome. There's little struts that are sticking out from it occasionally that have things, like little claw-looking things that don't quite touch the inner crystal dome. And occasionally you can see that there's a spark of energy from the inner dome that hits one of those and bleeds off. And when I say this is huge, I mean, you're looking out, and as you can try and get a look down, it goes down at least 300 feet from where you can see, but the dome is hundreds of feet across, the inner dome. It's difficult to get a sense of scale. It looks like this is most of the inside of the mountain.
Take a step back and try to find a language that I can understand before I start casting a spell to understand all of them.
What languages do you speak?
Common and Elvish. But if I spend 11 minutes, it'll be a lot more than that.
I mean, it looks like you can definitely find both Common and Elvish. It looks like they were trying to put plaques up for as many languages as they possibly could.
Okay, but is it the same message?
If you look at the Elvish and the Common ones, it looks like it's basically the same message, adjusting for the linguistics of everything.
Mm-hmm. What is the message?
It's fairly long.
Okay.
They all say some version of the following. Behold the crystal dome. Sorcerer King Archaeos's, and before I continue, I will post this.
Okay, thank you.
Sorcerer King Archaeos's final fortress and resting place. Unable to defeat the Sorcerer King, we have sealed him beneath this machine. an eternal prison that will keep Archaeos from the world beyond, cut off both in the material plane and further. Do not breach this prison unless you have found the means to end Archaeos. The Takani Empire failed at that task. We found that Archaeos could be felled, but would inevitably rise again. Our failure lies bare before you. The passage further below leads only to the Crystal Dome itself. It is the last bastion of defense. Do not breach it without purpose or need. This eternal machine should, in our estimates, last through time, repairing and sustaining itself. We are, however, not prophets and cannot forecast what may come to pass. If it is failing, prepare yourselves. Prepare your armies. Prepare your heroes. Prepare your tombs and seek whatever gods and monsters you can as allies. Archaeos is invincible.
That was hopeful.
As someone who also speaks Gnomish, does the Gnomish version say, okay, so we're playing this prank on the humans and elves. What's really happening here is... Jesus Christ.
How big is this room?
It's about 40 feet wide and about 15 feet deep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, like, if I followed in, like, it wasn't like, oh, look, I'm standing on Glimmer.
No, there's not a long distance to step out into the room before you get to the window, but then it stretches out widely on either side.
And does the glass go the entire length?
Pretty much the entire length of that wall, yeah.
Okay.
And the panels are all on the back wall.
The plaques?
Yeah, they're all, like, on the wall that's behind you as you walked into the room.
Okay. I'm not even paying attention to those. Like, when Glimmer's reading something, does she read silently or does she, like, whisper talk when she reads?
Normally it would be a mumble, but in this case, I think it would be out loud.
Okay. So I would assume to know Glimmer well enough to know that whatever she's saying is the truth to the best of her ability. So I'm not even going to bother worrying about it. I am, however, going to walk up and place my hand on the glass.
Okay.
Don't look at me like that, Radix. I'm just looking for a feel of anything.
It's glass. No, I'm kidding.
You feel a pull towards the glass and also a really deep sense of yearning and fury.
Is there a familiarity to it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Also, I sent you a direct message a couple minutes ago. Don't know if you got it. Just a reminder.
No, I didn't get it. Hold on. There it is. Okay.
Have we come across this name before?
I
thought so. Yeah.
So all I'm gonna do, and I'll end whatever, I'm doing. I actually am just gonna like rest my hands, like, not like plastered against the glass, but just kind of against it, and just lean my forehead against it, and just try to, like, I almost look like I'm just like, it's like outwardly it looks like defeat, or I'm trying to calm myself.
Are you doing this like while I'm reading it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, for anybody who's not familiar with Eberron timeline history, the Takani Empire was the empire of the Goblinoids that was like 40,000 years ago.
So that's why the warning message was written in Goblin.
Initially, yeah, and so like before we lowered the Irian shards, that's the door with the Irian shards. That was the one place where we heard about the Sorcerer King, and then Syl knew stuff and shared it with us, like yesterday.
Yeah, like as
time.
we were walking into the second area,
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, by the way."
You didn't need to know until then.
Sorry, it's been a month. I have forgotten more than I remembered.
Yeah,
I'm
I just
still
remember being a little
refreshing.
indignant about it.
This text said that there was another stairwell down. Was there a place that I missed in the room description?
I forgot to mention that there is what looks like a hatch that has been literally welded shut.
Oh, okay.
Like it looks like there's a big crank on top of it and over on one end of the room. But like I said, literally welded shut. It does not look like it is currently openable.
There's a crack on the hatch that's welded.
It's like a submarine type hatch where there's like a big
Mhm.
crank to try and open it up, but the edges of it are very visibly welded shut.
Okay, I thought for a second you said that it's welded shut, but there was a crack in it, like it was
No.
like breaking. Okay.
I will, after I finish reading, take out a bit of parchment and write down this message. But I am intentionally not going to take a sketch of like the dome or anything like that.
Why?
I assume at some point we are going to be sharing information with the Duke,
Mhm.
and some things I am not quite willing to share yet.
Oh, okay. I was just curious because she like has sketched everything,
Yeah.
so I'm like, this is odd. Okay.
I'm sorry, I may have missed it. Did you say what was beyond the glass?
Yeah, you can. It's an enormous chamber. Like you can't see the far side because it's just the sheer massive size of it. Like there's what looks like a crystal dome, and the message calls it a crystal dome, made out of just like a faceted crystalline kind of substance that looks like it fills most of the inside of the mountain.
Okay.
And like it vanishes off into the distance. You can see pretty far down that way around the curve of it because the crystal dome itself is glowing, but it's also completely surrounded by this outer shell that doesn't quite touch it. That's made out of this bronze metal that have been going through within for the last little while.
Okay. Is it possible to see, and it could just be that I don't understand it entirely. Is it possible to see other windows within the structure?
Uh,
Or are we talking like 6 feet out from the glass? It's metal.
no, like it's about 30 feet from the glass to the actual dome itself, and it seems like it's a rough 30 feet all the way around.
Okay.
So it's keeping itself away from it. So you can like lean into the glass and look to the side and see down a long ways
Okay.
that way. But there doesn't like you can't really see any other windows that might be going in or anything like that.
Okay. And if you look down, can I see a floor at all? Or is it just
The dome itself curves underneath you, so eventually looking down, you just hit the dome, and because it's a narrow and wide window, you can't get a terribly great angle
Right.
down anyway.
okay?
Torque, does this Sorcerer King go by other names? Is this just another way of saying that this is the lurker below? Or is this not the same?
Endus?
You might have heard names like Lightbringer or things like that, but never really anything associated with Shadow. He was a very powerful mage and warlord, but he was not like sneaky or operating in the shadows. He was very much a stand in the middle of the battlefield and then annihilate everybody around him kind of guy.
No, I was meaning like the lurker that we've been like the spawn. What I don't know what other nicknames. The lurker and lurker below, lurker. That's not the same thing.
The lurker in shadow, the lurker below, I think is my name. The lurker in shadow is the official Eberron name.
Okay.
That's an actual demon lord.
Okay, so that's what I was asking Torkers, if this is technically the same person or not, and the answer is no. So okay.
This was basically a mage-based warlord, and the other's a freaking half god, half demon, I believe.
Kind of, yeah.
And then I'll glance at Lyra. What are you doing?
My head is still against the glass, and I just turn enough to look at her through one eye, resting my eyes. And I go right back to what I was doing.
Are you still touching the glass?
Absolutely.
Okay, Eventide flutters up and touches the glass too.
It's kind of cold.
I'll give Lyra like a really weird look, shrug, and flutter back to the other people who are here.
Well, I suppose this seems secure. Gesturing at the hatch. I don't know what else we need to do in here, unless I don't know.
Well, so like when we came in this area, the first area had failures, and then the second area had failures. This area doesn't seem like it has failures, so maybe the failures are progressive. Not coming from who's being in prison, which feels... that doesn't seem right.
Something... I can understand why 2 floors down, the first new area might have had some broken things, pipes, whatever. But the piping that was leading to the hive queen and all of the corruption gas, that is different.
It's different? What do you mean?
More intentional. Not...
Oh, you mean like the first area seems like just wear over time, and then the second area seems like somebody specifically messed something up?
Yes. As if it was designed to slowly decay the things that repaired the prison.
Oh, well, we fixed it, so we should all be good now, right? Everything's fine?
I don't know. All that I see is that this hatchet, which I think is what the message references, going down to the crystal, to the crystal dome. This seems sealed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go like put my hand on like the weld and stuff. That's like real. That's not like an illusion and stuff, right?
It seems really solid when you're touching it.
Okay.
Feels a little chilly, but it's about like as chilly as you'd expect metal under a mountain to be.
Torque is staring at the hatch and just kind of half chuckling to himself. 40 plus millennia old mage of untold power, and they think a bit of spot welding is going to hold him in.
Probably
That's
just slow
probably
down
more
a little
likely to
bit.
keep. It's probably more likely to keep other people out.
Yes.
But
Well, other people could get in to try and break him out, right? That would be bad.
Well, should we go through this to make sure that his final seal is actually sealed?
The message specifically says, do not... so this leads to the crystal dome itself, and to not breach it without purpose or need.
Not to breach the crystal dome.
This is the thing that goes there.
By cross-comparing between the common and elvish, you can determine that by this it means the hatch.
Nah.
So don't go through the hatch unless we have a very good reason.
In the same way that there was probably good reason for us not to go into those prison cells.
So
In
while
the prison.
everyone is talking about this, Eventide would find like a piece of rock or like a part of the walls that are crumbling or whatever, and she would pick it up and like push it against the hatch as like her own little touch of making it stronger.
You actually can't find anything in here that seems like it's in disrepair at all. This place looks pristine.
Then I would have gone upstairs or down the hallway and found something like that and brought it back down and put it in front of.
There's a lot of detritus up in the Queen's Chamber.
Yeah. It would be small because I'm small and I can't carry much, but you know, she's contributing.
For anyone who's ever seen the outtakes for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, in the first film, where they're at the Tomb of Balin, and they're barricading the door, and they do a shoddy version of it in the outtake, that's what I'm imagining this to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you've ever seen it, basically they like put a couple of sticks in front of the door, and Ian McKellen's like, "What's this?" and just smacks it all the way with his staff.
Yeah.
How would the Elfman work? Sorry. Virgil is mostly just like going over the room with a fine-tooth comb, like eyeing it up just to see that there's not any, even the slightest chinks or cracks anywhere.
There doesn't seem to be. It looks like this place has been actively maintained. Like there's no traces of dust or wear on anything like that.
How similar does this look to the rest of the main structure of the prison, where we were going down what looked to be just floor-to-ceiling emerald structure?
The whole Eternal Machine complex looks like it's completely different from the Jade Prison, like it was made by different people for a different reason.
So the second prison was built around the first?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember if we'd figured that out or if we... Okay.
Yeah, I think all I'd asked if it was similar in construction, but I don't think we specifically realized that this existed first and then that was built around it.
No, the black door that you went through to get into here looked like it was out of place compared to the green walls and everything else you've seen in the Jade Prison section.
I am satisfied with the state of things here. We shouldn't push any further than is necessary.
I can only speak for myself, but many of my resources are depleted, and I'm not sure how much longer I want to stick around. I'm not sure how useful I could be if there's danger right now.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should go and rest up and plan to return. We can discuss maybe whether we need to, how quickly we would need to possibly see the Duke, as I'm sure his guards have already relayed that we've visited.
It'd just be like, there's nothing of note to report.
I'm not sure he would believe that.
Oh. Do it very convincingly.
I suppose, but I'm sorry. This is just making me a bit uncomfortable. And that's saying quite a bit given what we've just encountered upstairs.
Wait, this room is making you uncomfortable?
Yes.
Oh. I don't feel anything.
It's what's through there. And while this is held for thousands of years, it is still unsettling.
Yeah, okay.
Just on the off chance that, like, had we looked, we would have noticed. There's nothing on this seal or hatchway that if you, like, slide, you get, like, a small observational window or anything.
No.
Okay. Like, we can look and go, yeah, it works, and then close it. Oh, damn.
You assume the wheel on it is meant to unlock whatever's barring it closed, if it's also not welded shut, but other than that, it's looks like it's just built for making sure that whatever's down there can't come through as much as it can.
Is even up here or in this room, have we noticed that consistent, like, black fog? Is that still kind of been around?
It's not in this room, but you did see it sort of falling down a little bit into this room from above when the Hive Queen moved out of the way. So, like, the source of it is not in this room.
Okay.
We didn't encounter anywhere that it seemed like that stuff was coming from, did we? I don't think we did.
We also haven't specifically looked yet.
It's true. I kind of forgot it existed until you mentioned it, and I was like, oh yeah, that stuff.
Also, you saw that the machine around this thing surrounds the entire crystal dome inside and probably the entire inside of the mountain, and you don't have access to most of that space that you've seen. So, who knows where that could be happening. That's probably why they built the self-repairing hive to try and keep that stuff under control.
And I will come back upstairs.
We'll follow.
I'll be the last one to leave the room. Like whoever is last, like as they're leaving, I'm like, oh, I should probably follow.
Basically, when the other two go upstairs, I'll like gently poke the rock I added to the hatch just to make sure it's still there, and then I'll fly up after them.
Some point we'll need to return to figure out more of what might have been the reason for some of these rooms, and as you said, Del, more of the black smoke. What is that?
Foggy? I think it's more foggy than
Fog.
because like it stays kind of close to the ground. It doesn't rise up like smoke.
It doesn't smell like anything either, and you do, like, as you're walking through it, you see the various jade accoutrements that you guys picked up in the jade prison. It absorbs that. Like, it's active. You can actually actively see it being sucked into them if you walk through a denser cloud of it.
I know this is what eventually caused the Duke to not be able to return, was too much exposure, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think we've largely brought this area back under control
Mm-hmm.
for now. What concerns me is that I believe there's still at least one spot of the runes left for these jadeite things, and we've now opened the door to this place.
Well, we could just bring some random person in and throw them in that spot, and then it's used up, and we don't have to worry about anybody else with bad intentions getting it.
Some of the worst atrocities in history were the result of good people trying to do things with the best intentions.
So we shouldn't do anything?
I don't know yet, but
Can we put an alarm on the space for it, so then we know if somebody's entered into it?
I can do something, but I don't know if I would be able to do that today. Let me see if I had this, if I'd already used this. I haven't.
Also, alarm only lasts 8 hours.
No, like I can technically swap out on a short rest. I can swap out a spell, unprepared, and prepare it, and I can cast Glyph of Warding for something. But I don't know what I could do. I'd have to think more on that. But that is a possibility, is to set a defense that way. Like, I wonder if I can... Hold on, let me find the spell and read it. Because I know I can have it cast a spell. Explosive rune, I don't want that.
Why not? Blow them up. Perfect.
You can store a prepared spell of 3rd level lower by casting as per. Must target a single creature in the area. Okay. So it's not like I can like set a sending spell in it with a warning message to target myself or something. It doesn't work that way.
But you could like set it to do something that would leave, well, I guess leaving a trace to know that it's been triggered wouldn't be helpful, because we would see that the thing was taken, right? So that wouldn't accomplish anything. I say make it explosive and blow up whoever's trying to get it.
My first thought was to put a spell on there to command the person to leave. Specifically, I would put suggestion in there.
Yeah. Less fun, but okay.
Yeah, I would just have to think about this one. I don't have the spells to really handle this today anyway.
Does the Duke not have someone like a Major Domo or someone that they trust in like a secondary position of power that could just take it?
We've never
discussed it.
Yeah. I will actually be...
Operation Rugrat is a possibility.
I will actually be able to leave a little bit of magic before we leave. I'm not sure what I would do with this yet, but... Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna start leaving this room and go back to the prison. Okay, are we still seeing, like, these big brutish guys up here? Those are still real?
Yep, that guy's the soldier guy is still crawling around the walls, but a bunch of the worker ones seem to be trying to repair that gap in the bridge. Though they haven't made much progress in the time that they've had.
Okay. I kind of come up to the edge and look down, and then I'm gonna burn a charge of my cloak to bamf and teleport way down here.
You people are twisted.
Why can I always see
Just smiling caught up on the
Cece
chat.
finally wondered what I'm laughing my ass off about. Is just reading the whole conversation.
I was too busy giving my husband the death stare.
Why?
I'm sorry, an undead toddler?
They're talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
committing
yeah.
atrocities, that's all.
I'm
fine.
Yes.
It was just that we made sure this toddler can take a punch. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
fine, they
we
got 10
buffed
hit
up
points.
the toddler. That means we were doing good, right?
So I guess is everyone leaving at this point?
I'm sorry, I was distracted, but did Glimmer decide not to cast something there, or
I can't. I don't have the spells for it.
okay.
I wasn't even gonna do it here. I was gonna do it like at the entrance where we put the
Right.
shards.
Yeah.
Because now that is open and that scares me.
Yes.
But we also haven't like left to see if it'll go back up or anything like that.
Mhm.
I don't know what that is yet.
Okay. So you're heading back out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
I'll go with
already like teleported way down.
you. That's cool. I will go with you. Oh, hey, that's where I am. I'm ahead of you. Haha.
Yep.
And was there anything anyone else wanted to do anywhere else in the complex as you're heading on your way out?
We pretty much went to all the rooms, I think, right? I don't think we skipped anything.
I think you at least glanced into all the rooms.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I
No,
think we did. We didn't find out what to do with the one with the giant in the giant pool of stuff.
I could save you time and say that that room is non-functional right now, but will be functional at some point in the future when it's repaired.
Okay, that's cool.
When we get back up to the first floor, I poke Torque in the side. I'm like, you should put the hammer back, because they asked very nicely for hammers to be put back. Do you use them? I think that's how they recharge.
Yeah.
Virgil and Eventide, what order are you following out?
I'll take rear. Are you taking rear guard? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I'll be up at the front then. I've just had to reload my above VTT because something
Okay.
went wrong.
Seems fine to me. I'm a follower.
Just asking if everybody's leaving fully because that way I don't have to load the
Other map.
first floor map.
Yeah. Completely leaving.
Yeah.
What the hell's going
Torque
on?
Torque does not return the hammer, by the way.
I figured. I very indignantly look at him.
You are able to leave with the hammer.
It'd be hilarious. You get hit by lightning as you try to leave.
I debated doing something like that, or it just like wouldn't lead through the doorway.
I was going to say, as soon as she tries to
Ow,
get
what?
through the doorway, it's Mjolnir and it just stops there.
Nope, now it's just a plain hammer. All the enchantment's gone.
That's the other thing I was thinking, yeah. Wow. Virgil, it says you connected like 7 times there.
Right, I tried connecting once, and then for some reason, as I'm connecting, the page refreshes itself like 3 times.
Jeez.
Something's going very wrong, and I don't know how to fix it. I'm working on it.
Yep, that's where we are with this campaign.
And now I can see the entire map. Right.
Well,
Well, I should be shifting over to the Bastion map.
Yeah, I'm back
Yeah.
on the Bastion map now, but for like a brief second, I could see the whole freaking map.
Well, it's fine. You already explored everything you could reach in there anyway.
yeah.
You might have been able to see the secret hidden room that was behind tons and tons of rubble that was never meant to be accessible and had nothing in it.
I had actually seen that the other time, but I didn't comment because I was clearly like, if we're not there, I don't mention it. Why are we all rushing over this side? I'm confused.
I'm looking to see if the random doors went all over the place again.
So,
That's what I'm
Those look
doing.
fine on my end.
oh wait, no, it just takes forever. I had noticed when I moved, the shadows didn't change, and whatever was in shadow wouldn't let me walk through it. It acted like a wall.
Interesting.
Weird.
Yes.
Mm,
The
I've
doors
seen
seem fine.
Yeah, this map's already huge, and it's like only 2/3 of the actual map. Takes forever to load.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
awesome, though.
Before we actually get into this area, when we are exiting the Irian door, does it go back up or does it stay down?
It closes as you've gone in, but it'll open back up as you come back down through and close back down again.
And are the shards still there?
They are, and they can be regathered.
Haha. I do that.
That seems like it might be a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, just leave the key in the door. What's the worst that can happen?
Wait, this is something that's had to have happened on a week I wasn't here. We have something that produces its own Aryan shards now.
No, we got a bunch of them from the
Underwater people?
Yeah, what's
The Sawwagon.
the starts with an L that will end the world or whatever.
What?
Yeah, the
Oh, the lurker below.
No.
No.
Not Kalas, no.
Yeah, it was Carlos. I was just wrong.
Yeah, the Pearl of Kalas. I only remember that because we've got it still in our
Yeah.
party inventory.
And then were any of the Duke's guards still outside and stuff as we
Oh
exited?
yeah, there's a constant guard there now.
Okay.
So if there's anything you wanted to say to them, you could.
There's not, just taking note.
As we go back outside, like, how much time does it seem like has passed since we've been in there?
A few hours. It's getting on closer to evening now.
Okay.
But
Where's
it's like
our,
the usual amount of time passed.
Yeah.
Where's our undead friend?
Arthur is up in the kitchen right now.
Okay.
That's just where I left him. Theoretically, he's wandering around all the time.
Does he just wander aimlessly, or does he actually?
No, he seems like he's got things he's doing, and he's like, it might look aimless, but he's actively patrolling the grounds and checking things over, making sure that everything is where it should be and up to his par.
I was like, if he was in the kitchen, please tell me he's trying to learn to cook, and that he's taking my advice to like try and become his own self.
That's taking a slightly different angle.
Yeah, I realized. He lacks imagination.
You don't know how much imagination he has, and you set him free to do whatever he wants.
We're teaching him to have imagination. Or
We should give him the last of the jade things.
No. No.
They absorb necromantic energy. Are you sure that's a smart idea?
Throw him in there. Yeah.
No. Do not need to turn him into a mini boss. He'll accomplish that all on his own.
But he's our mini boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it absorbs necromantic energy, I'm pretty sure we would just make him inept.
Yeah. Fry him.
It'd just be like
Or
putting a
kill
bag
him
of holding
outright.
on a bag of holding, and we just rip him open to a portal
So,
to the shadow realm.
if anybody is noticing, upon our arrival, I immediately summon my mount and go straight over to the sanctuary, and just that's it. I go in. The horse is outside. I go in, and I just shut down.
I do not think I would notice.
And was there anything anyone else wanted to do with the rest of the day? It is close to evening.
If it's close to evening, then I don't think so. At the very least, like, I need a way to recover spells and stuff to be useful.
And as I sent you a message with a question.
Yeah, that was slightly weird. Cease, when you were drinking coffee earlier, I just realised whatever back thing you're using to black out your background basically took away your entire left arm.
Yeah. It does that randomly. I love when like a dog will walk behind you and like it's like ghostly, as if like it's haunting you.
Or it blurs out everything but its head, so it's just a floating animal head.
Yeah, that too.
Other than quickly just checking that everything seems to be acting as normal, Virgil's then gonna retreat to his room, which I can't remember which one I am. Am I the bottom or middle? That looks like something I designed with absolutely no bed.
Yes, bottom middle, because Syl is top left.
Yeah.
Wow, this only lasts 10 days. That's
What?
unfortunate. Illusory script.
Oh.
It only lasts for 10 days. That's annoying.
I could leave a message in Druidic. Probably not helpful.
I was just going to try to take some precautions on some of the things that I had drawn. Also, for 10 days, it consumes 10 gold every time I do it. Man.
Wow. Not that we have, a gold
I know we
problem.
have a lot, but I wouldn't do that unless it was like, I don't know,
the best use for it is if you want to use it, do it right before we would be taking the documents to whoever that,
Yeah,
you might
which
want.
I still might do for the Duke, so.
Yeah.
Okay, but there was nothing else happening with the rest of
This evening, no, I don't think so.
Nice paw on the shoulder. That's so cute.
I know. Like,
This
hey!
is what she does every time she wants
Oh, she
attention.
did it earlier, right? I was giggling at that.
It's so
Yeah.
No,
cute.
like, just complete pet slut.
Uh-huh. That's my
I don't know
girl
if
too.
putting that bed there was the best or worst idea I've ever had.
I think best.
Okay, in that case, we're going to have evening rollover, and everyone is going to level up to level 8.
Ooh.
And I'm going to give everyone a bit of a break to do all the leveling stuff, and also because I need a bio rig.
Ooh.
Okay.
That works.
And if to the middle of the night because
Oh, no.
someone has decided something has to happen.
Oh, jeez.
Who would be awake at around 2 to 3 a.m.?
Technically, don't sleep.
And where would you be?
In my room, sat in my chair, but it's like it's rest mode, but you're still technically sentient throughout.
That's why I'm asking. I know that there's at least 2 of you that are like that, and
Yeah, I would.
Torque.
I would be in the library doing the same.
okay.
Sorry, I'm just trying to move myself into my room.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do too. I was like, good grief, this is hard.
Which one? I think Splinter's was the pink one.
Yeah, it is. For some reason, I would get to like the border of the black, and then it would be like, nope, you can't move your token anymore.
I need to see what we had.
Okay, then I'm going to say that Torque and Virgil can give me a perception check with no penalty, and Del can give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah. That's all right, Cat.
You might as well have given me disadvantage.
Okay, well, nobody except Torque notices anything. Which is actually kind of hilarious. So yeah, Torque, middle of the night, you hear some rustling outside. It's not loud, it's really quiet, actually.
I
actually-
would.
Cease,
I
give
would.
me a stealth check.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you're not going to beat 20.
DM, I need a ruling on this. Am I allowed to not have my armor on, but have it on my horse? So I don't have to take the stealth check with disadvantage, so that when I'm far enough away I can put my armor on?
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
I may have to retract that, Torque.
Nope, it didn't help.
Okay, you hear something outside. Actually, Del, you get woken up,
Oh.
and you hear rustling outside. I'm giving you the ability to hear that because you have a window that leads out right to where this is going on.
Yeah, I'll look out my window. Like, what's going on outside?
Boy, it sure is quiet tonight.
yeah. I'll walk out to the courtyard and look around.
Cease, you'd be like well on your way already, so move yourself down closer to the exit of the map. You see somebody leading a horse walking away.
I will sprint after them to see who it is that's on our property.
Wait, so do I, as I'm looking out from my window, do I see like somebody leading a horse away and then somebody very large sprinting after them?
Yeah, what woke you up was somebody. The noise of somebody leading a horse down the path, and then you see Torque storming out and sprinting towards them.
What the hell is happening?
Do I notice Torque trying to chase me?
I don't think he's trying to be sneaky, based on the term sprinting.
Right. Hold on, I gotta find a thing.
You just hear danger, danger, beep boo, beep boo.
What is Torque's movement speed?
40.
Okay. So the mount I have, the steed I'm using is the face steed, and I am, as soon as I notice he's chasing, I mount up, teleport 60 feet ahead, and every chance we can, we're teleporting 60 feet. We're also
well,
running at a speed of 60.
they're clearly gaining a lot of speed away from you, Torque, but I think you could also probably identify them as Lyra and her horse. You've seen them teleport before.
I mean, if they're pulling away, I'd just turn around and walk back. I mean, at least now I know it's not an invader.
Okay.
Oh.
Then we're going to change scene.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
God, are you okay, Arlie?
Just give me a second.
Oh. I have a very bad headache. I'm sorry.
Aww.
It's like all up in here and the sinuses and my eyes and all that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And there you go, Cease. You're at the entrance to the map.
Awesome.
I think that'll bring everybody over there.
I have to share my. I may have to share my vision.
I can see fine. I went right to where you are.
You can see me fine.
Mm-hmm. I think because you have a light around you. Maybe.
I can see a bunch of random circles on the map,
There.
but that's better.
I'm gonna.
I can fix this.
I
a
just shared
different
my
way.
vision to everybody.
Okay,
Yeah,
can
okay.
everybody see the map, or at least what she can see?
Yeah, I
I
see
see.
her at the edge of the map before the guards.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see what she sees, but I just see a bunch of random other bits, unrelated.
Yeah,
Those
they're
are
unrelated.
guards.
Yeah. Well, if you're zoomed out, you can see more of the random parts open. But I zoom.
It's weird. It should all be blacked out. But
Like,
that's
Yeah.
I can see something there, and there's a big circle that starts there, two small circles
all right.
there.
It legitimately
it-
doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's
fine.
weird. There's nothing actually where you're clicking in some
It,
cases.
yeah, it just thinks that there's a light source there. That's all. Yeah. I go down and I go in.
There are a couple of guards who are up, but they just nod at you as you come in through. Most of the rest of them are asleep. There's tents and stuff set up.
And I leave my horse with one of them.
Okay.
Just for clarity. And I go in. You just tell me if I need to stop. So the player knows exactly where to go. Is it safe to assume that the character also knows exactly where to go?
Yeah, you've seen where you're going before, so you know where you're going. That's odd, Sil. It's the Jade Prison, for whatever it's worth.
You're like, he can see my screen.
That's so weird.
Oh, it's black now. I don't know if that's what it was before. If I ping, does it bring you to me?
Oh god, it's that fucking sword that we keep looking at, isn't it? And we've been like, I wonder what happens if we pull this thing out.
The wonder ends tonight.
Oh no.
I checked the door. I'm assuming it's the wire or the barred grating, or is it something different?
There is a grating, but there's also a stasis field, but there are buttons to open both of them on the wall. For all of these.
Absolutely do that. I have no clue how, but I will figure it out.
I think you can just click on the door to open it. I think I set them as windows, actually. Either way, I can just move you.
Okay. Yep.
I think I changed them to windows so you could see through them or something. Why does it keep going back?
I don't know.
Put
I'm
that
not.
square.
I'm not touching nothing. Okay.
I wasn't blaming you. I was like, what the hell is
You're
going
good.
on?
Oh man. There's this brief moment of hesitation before I before I try to steal my resolve on this, and I very gently run my finger, like just barely graze my finger across the hilt from one edge of the hilt to the other, very, very, very gently, before I...
It seems oddly warm.
Deep breath, and I grab firmly onto the handle.
Do you want me to drop this privately to you, or do you want me to drop it in public chat?
Drop it in private, and I'll push it public if necessary. Oh, I have a new window. It's a linky. I thought it was a
It's going to be a lot.
It is a lot. This is going to be, I need to read this later.
Yep. You are immediately considered to be attuned to this weapon.
Okay.
So if you have an alignment slot free, that's taken care of. If you don't have an alignment slot free, it will kick out one of your tuned items. You can pick which one.
Okay, I will do that right now. Oh my gosh. I thought there was going to be a thing, and there's not a thing. Okay. Okay.
Well, there's going to be a thing.
Okay.
I'm just taking care of that mechanic first.
Okay, hold on. That. And where's my... Clicky, clicky. Oh crap. Okay. Okay, done. I have swapped to toonies.
You hear in your head a voice.
Is it a familiar voice?
It is not a familiar voice. You have never heard this voice before.
Okay.
And all you hear is, a new bearer. Wonderful. Let's see if you're worthy. And I need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
I can do that. I can do that. I can do that.
DC 15.
Okay, so I need a 7 or better. 1624, baby!
You feel it fighting you, trying to take control. But you manage to resist it. Interesting. First things first, no other masters. And you feel some connection that was in your head that you didn't even know was there, severs. And you know it was whatever connection you had to this place.
Oh. I imagine with that, I would like collapse to the floor. The sword still firmly grasped in my, I'm gonna say she's left-handed, in my left hand. And my other hand firmly on the ground as I'm like on all fours, sweat pouring down my face. Trying to like, and as much as I know it was a connection to here, I almost don't know that it was the connection to here because that was so fresh. It was so new.
It was also wheedling its way into you in ways that you did not realize until right now.
Now what?
Now, whatever we want.
This could be fun. And like, I get up and I like wipe the sweat from my face. I don't know how long in game that took. Because I imagine there's these points where I'm just like reeling during the charisma check and everything. I imagine I'm reeling trying to do this like psychic battle basically. But I get up and I almost don't want to sheath the sword. And then I look on my gear and I'm like, I don't even have a sheath for this.
Nope.
So I like, instead of holding it blade up, I turn it so it's blade down and I'm carrying it like close to my body. As I begin to walk from this place, sword in hand.
I'm just gonna drop the image in chat for people to see.
So tip on the sword, it's broken.
It's a blunt tip, though the blunt tip is sharp. It is not broken off. It is designed that way.
Oh, okay.
It's for extra large stabby wounds. And I'm exiting. I'm gonna move my character quickly, but I'm not walking as quickly as I'm moving my character. There's almost like a more purposeful step. Like with each step I'm taking, there's something more. There's more of a purpose, more determination, in each step.
You can feel it kind of like there's a presence in your head that's kind of nestling itself into an unused corner somewhere. Very present, but not necessarily pushing all the time yet.
Huh. There's always something there. Always on the edge of my existence, the edge of my sanity.
Like, the attachment you had before was very much hiding itself from you. This one is very much wanting you to know exactly that it's there and present at all times.
I come back out to where the guards are. And I just kind of paused for a moment, and it sounds weird, almost like hearing my voice as I've been having this like internal monologue with another voice in my, like, it's just so weird. Just I'll nearest guard. You there?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Do you have a spare sheath for a sword?
You could have mine. He pulls the scabbard off of his side and unsheathes his sword and hands it to you.
Thank you. And I quickly sheath the sword and attach it. How big is this sucker?
It does not fit in the sheath. It does slide into it, but a good like 5 inches of blade is sticking out at the end of the sheath.
That's what I figured. If
it's manageable, but
yeah, I thank him and I position it in a way that I can try to keep it as safe as possible as I grab my mount and I immediately head straight to town to get a scabbard for this.
It's like 3 a.m.
I don't care. I can't go back like this.
Okay.
That's all she can think. She's like, I will go into town and I will go park myself outside of the shop and I will wait. And as soon as they open, I will get what I need.
Okay. You hear occasional mutters as it sees guards around the city. Like, the blade seems to be uncomfortable with the idea of there being strictures and bonds that are preventing you from taking action, or it from taking action. But it's not pushing things yet.
You seem to enjoy chaos. Or you seek to dismantle, and I'm not sure which. And like as I'm talking, I'm like running my thumb over the top, the handle of the hilt, or pommel. There's the word.
all you hear in your head in return is, "I will not be control."
Seems like a partnership is in store.
We'll see.
Indeed. Until then, I need to find a way to carry you properly. I would even say, like, outside of the shop, because it's super early and there's like nobody awake, I'm testing the fluidity and the movement of this weapon in my hand.
It's almost too long to be considered a long sword, and like the handle's definitely meant for two hands, but because of the weight of the pommel is so big, the length of the blade is actually really well balanced. It looks like it should be unwieldy, but it doesn't feel that way at all in your hand. It feels very easy to use.
Okay.
Almost eager to be used.
Yeah, I go through like a few basic, like,
you kind of want to know what would happen if you hit one of those guards with it.
Oh. Yeah, that's probably not the right time for this yet.
Soon.
Probably. And I almost feel like the echoing of the word soon rattles. And I stop and just run my hand along the flat of the blade and almost whisper back the word soon. Like there's just this drawing in that. And there I remain until the shop opens.
Yep. When the shop opens, it depends on how fancy a scabbard you want. Like the base one's like 5 silver.
Functional. That's all I need.
No, like 5 silver, let's say, and they'll custom make it pretty much while you sit there and wait.
Perfect. Done.
And they'll open around like 8:39ish, and then it'll be like an hour to make it, and then about an hour and a half back. So you'll get back around noonish, I think.
Perfect.
So going back to the bastion. Tink, tink. Everyone else can wake up?
I'm sorry,
really
I think I need to hop off and lay down. Like, this headache's getting really bad, and it's like my ears are hurting now. Like,
oh no,
this is
I'm
getting
so
to
sorry.
be like just overwhelming. I'm sorry. But
Feel better. Don't be sorry.
Rest
Feel
up.
better soon.
yeah,
No, it's like that
Have fun.
migraine I had last week. It was a Widowmaker migraine.
yeah.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Oh, the fact that the inside of my ear is hurting now, it's very, like, disconcerting.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Bye.
DM, help, I'm stuck in the barracks.
Why are you in the barracks?
I don't know how I got in the barracks.
I opened the map and you teleported it into the barracks. I thought you put yourself in there for some reason.
No.
Why is above VT being weird?
It's doing above VTT things.
So yeah, everyone else is free to wake up and go about their day whenever they want to. Lyra is not around until about noon when she comes back.
Would Torque have mentioned anything about her riding off in the middle of the night?
Sorry, I was fixing the stream since we went from 7 to 6. Yeah, when he got up and realized that everybody's up and about, and I've seen everybody but her. She's not back yet. I guess while the fleshy ones are all eating this thing they call breakfast, he'll bring it up that, you know, middle of the night, Lyra was heading out somewhere.
Oh, did she say where?
No, I tried to go after her to see who it was, and she took off on me. She did not want me to follow her.
That's, I'd say, a bit unlike her. I suppose I can reach out. I mean, is there cause for concern? I mean, I suppose it is middle of the morning, and she has always been a bit more courteous than that, I suppose.
What time is it?
Whenever you want to wake up, sometime before noon.
Okay. I'm asleep unless anyone wakes me.
I'll reach out. And I'm going to cast Sending. So the message. Torque said you left in the middle of the night. Where are you? What's going on?
You probably get that about the same time that the leatherworker shop was opening up.
Left this morning. In town at leatherworker shop. Scabbard needed.
Okay, and I'll relay. This doesn't make sense. The sun was not up when she left, you say, correct?
No, it was middle of the night.
She said she left in the morning, and she is now in town at a leatherworker for a scabbard. I don't see why that would be so important that it has to happen like that.
One also typically does not use a scabbard with a battle axe.
Maybe she got something in town. I don't know, but I know Radzikiel always has interesting things.
In the middle of the night.
I haven't quite figured out that man, but I'm sure he has all sorts of things going on in the middle of the night.
You don't even know.
I'm sure you would like to find out.
Maybe not today. Though, we can talk more about it when she gets back, but I just think that doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's as long as she's safe. What we should probably do, though, is discuss when everyone is around how we should how we should approach telling the Duke of our progress, or if we should. We weren't in there long enough, I think, to arouse many suspicions, but I do, at the very least, want to ask if he is aware that there are it seems the captives in the prison aren't static. Since we first went in there, they're not the same. The last time we were there were 2 new prisoners. And if he can't go in there, how are they getting in there?
That's a good point. I probably also want to know what was behind the door and everything we had to do there.
The other sensitive thing I don't know how to approach. Well, because, like we were talking yesterday, it's becoming quite clear that the Eternal Machine area was not the same thing as the Jade Prison. I don't understand the connection.
Nor do I, but any help or insight that we can get to determine how to keep that place locked down is going to be beneficial, because if the Sorcerer King gets out, we all die.
And beyond that, we've seen what happens when, from the undead horde invasion to the city, what happens when things in those cells get out. It's not just the Sorcerer King, though that should clearly be a priority. The things that were in the Jade Prison are dangerous. And right now we know nothing about any of them. So I have taken sketches of a rough map of the inside, all of the prisoners, the rooms, and some key features, all the text written down, the purple goblin statues. I did not inside the dome, or that room, except for the plaques, the text there. I don't know why, but it was something that hold on. I'm trying to figure out the name again because I'm bad. What was his name? Something that Kappa Bellos of the Bravo said is that we don't know anything about the Duke except for what he's told us, and clearly his experiences differ quite a bit. And I know the Duke is the reason that we are here doing this thing. And I know he has said that there's his purpose to keep that prison on lock. But we don't have to share everything, I suppose.
Well, we have no reason to distrust him. We went in and cleaned up what we could initially. He immediately sent people to reinforce the outer door and the outer walls. I mean, his goals seem to be completely aligned with ours. There's really no reason that I can see to not share what we know with him, because he is also older than any of us, and, you know, he's been around.
I raise an eyebrow at that. What has me questioning this is also, I don't know what I saw in there. I'm not an artist. I'm not trained, or I'm just doing sketches to get the best information I can, and there was something in there, but as if something was moving.
If he's not restrained in there, it could be literally anything. The mist could be from him. The initial jailbreak could be from him. Though, if he can do that, I don't know how he can't get out.
I mean, we saw from our time at Delethla that the lurker spawn, while contained, was still able to exert control over that entire island.
He's also had plenty of time to try to figure out how to weasel a bit of his magic out. But again, if he can do that, who's to say what he can do in another 1,000 years? Assuming everything holds up that long.
Well, as long as we have people monitoring, then you would hope that it could. And I'll kind of go back to breakfast, but we should arrange for a meeting with the Duke, I think.
I concur. And if you don't trust him with everything, I can get any information to people that I do trust to see if they know anything, if we want to.
He's not done us wrong, but and I can describe as much as I can, but he'll get the 95%. He just won't have a visual of that room. I guess, yeah, I'll just finish my breakfast and I would actually approach Arthur and say, if you notice that Lyra returns before any of us have spoken to her, would you please send her our way?
Certainly, sir.
Very good. And I'll do some stuff in my study, I guess.
Arthur kind of like wanders out and just sort of waits outside.
Okay.
And Torque will let you know that he's going to leave it to you to schedule the meeting with the Duke, and he's going to head to the city to talk to some people.
I'll do that now. And yeah, I guess the way that I'm visualizing this is like I'm in my study and Torque is like saying this on his way out, and so hold on, I'll just contact him now, and I'll do another sending spell to the Duke.
Okay.
Visited Jade Prison. There are changes. We should meet. We've made discoveries.
There's a pause before there's any response, and then you get back. Fascinating. Come to the keep tonight for dinner.
And as Torque is leaving, I say, looks like we have plans for dinner.
Okay.
We'll see you soon. And I am going to go ahead and, even though nothing has really happened, use my arcane recovery feature because I've already used 2 third-level slots this game to get a third-level slot back.
Apologies, folks, but I'm going to have to drop. I thought I'd written this earlier, but I clearly thought I hadn't. I have a ridiculously early start tomorrow, so I need to get some sleep.
I think we're just going to be doing mostly some more RP stuff anyway.
Okay.
All right.
Tonight, before we get into anything else new.
All right, dude. Take care of yourself.
I'm sorry to have to dip like this. Yeah, I've got a performance tomorrow at lunchtime, but I've got a 10 a.m. rehearsal call, which means I have to be out of here at 8 a.m. to get a bus. So
Alright, you can get 2 whole hours of sleep.
yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more. I'll catch you guys later.
Alright, see ya.
Good
Take
night,
care.
dude.
Beyond that, I guess it'll be when Cease comes back that everything else happens. So you can pick up there. Unless somebody else had something else they wanted to insert.
Nope, not this time.
I imagine upon my arrival, I actually I would dismount further back and slow walk up, and the whole way, if anybody's outside, they would notice it almost looks like I'm debating whether I want to go to the main house or my sanctuary.
As you get within calling distance, Arthur will take a few steps forward and just say, "Ma'am, Glimmer wanted to speak with you in her study when you had a moment."
Of course she does. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you.
No problem. And he wanders off.
Is Torque outside?
No, Torque would be on his way to the city.
I would go in to the bottom of the stairs, and I'm just kind of looking around trying to figure out if I see Glimmer anywhere. So I didn't ask Arthur where she was when I walked away.
He said she was in her study.
Oh, that's right. Then I'd come over and knock on the door.
You're muted, Ed.
Yep, figure that out. Yes.
Arthur said you wanted to see me? And I crack the door open just enough so that my voice carries through without having to yell.
Oh, you're back. Good. Come. Sit.
And I open the door, I step into the doorway, and I go no further.
It's like a teenager trying not to let their parents see what they just picked up somewhere.
And I walk in, and that's it.
Player question. Is your sheath clearly on your?
It is. It's on my back.
I guess my question, DM, is this recognizable given that I have sketched all of the prisoners?
Give me either a perception or an investigation check to see if you can recall it that exactly.
Okay, I'm not going to use guidance because that would just be I'd have to actually cast a spell to do that.
I don't think it's actually that hard. I'm only seeing the DC at 15.
We'll see. Nope. Clearly distracted.
It's definitely new, but you're not sure that that's necessarily it.
Yeah, that's fine. Are you sure you're okay? You were distant when we were in the room yesterday, and leaving without telling others is not exactly like you.
I just realized how woefully useless I felt my weapons were, knowing what could be against us. So I decided to make some changes.
Oh, so you went to visit Radzekiel then?
I did not. I don't think I'm ready for that level of weapon. But I need to brush up on the uses of different weapons, so I made it.
Oh, in case we find
practice.
something along the
Yeah.
way. I see. Okay. I just figured, we have an armory, so that was surprising.
Yeah, I didn't want to trouble anybody, and I was extremely restless when we came back. It
was
very
unsettling.
disturbing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't know if I really slept, but I didn't do a lot of that anymore at my age anyway. But I hope you'll save your appetite then. We're meeting with the Duke this evening.
Ah. Okay.
We wanted to inform him of our discoveries. One, that the all of the discoveries, such as, the Jade Prison has repaired itself. The prisoners that were there on our first trip were not the same as our second trip. It seems that there are changes happening, and he should know.
I had a thought this morning, on the way into town. Is it possible, if we can find someone with an experienced scryer, that they could scry for the ability that's in our it's in my, the power that's in my bracer? Could they scry for that and figure out who else has that, so we could see who else is accessing the mountain, the prison?
I might be able to do something right now that is not that.
Okay.
So, this doesn't always work the way that I think, so please sit. I'm not sure how this is going to look.
I move awkwardly over to the couch. Actually, I'm gonna sit. Is that a footstool or a table?
I will say you're short of getting there, but if you did manage to get scrying,
I don't.
It would qualify. It would. I know you're not high enough level to get there yet. It's a fifth
Yeah.
level spell.
Yeah.
But if you got there, it would qualify as the garment or other possession that gives them a -4 on the save.
Okay. What I was going to do actually instead is I'm going to ritually cast divination. So let me take off 25 gold. And get back to the spell. Sorry. I get to ask one question about a specific event or activity in the last 7 days. So I don't know if this is going to do anything or not. You're muted.
It says to occur within the next 7 days.
With it. Oh, that
This is forecast.
Forecast. Not something that has happened. Oh, that super sucks. Then I don't do that. Retcon the last, 60 seconds.
I'll also say it would have failed because it happened more than 7 days ago.
Got it. Good to know.
You guys were gone for weeks.
Yes, we were. Yes, perhaps we could find someone that could do that. Though, based on a spell that I can already do, I think that it might be something that I could figure out eventually.
I just think that, I mean, the Duke has great connections, so if we put those connections to work.
And this is a me player question. There were what, 10 slots, right? To get the rune jadeite thing.
I think
I'm
right.
pretty sure there was 10. Let me just
So we
double-check.
take 6. The one Valerian Company guy took 1.
The Duke has one.
The Duke has 1. So there should be 2 left.
But
Or
there's
was there
one.
one other one taken? There was one. So there's one other one taken.
Yeah, and there's one left.
Okay.
Yeah, there were 10. So you guys have 6. The Duke has 1.
The Valerian
Valerian
Company guy
Company.
had 1.
Yeah.
And so I still have the 1 unaccounted for. Okay. It's possible that someone would know that, but it's also something that I think that I could figure out. It's just a matter of taking the time to experiment a bit, and sometimes when we're out and about, it's shocking the kind of revelations that just come.
Okay.
But we were also planning on sharing about our time in the Eternal Machine. I know that he had procured 2 of the shards. I don't know if he would have expected us to come back with our own large set and go in without his knowledge. I'm not entirely... Torque made the point that he's done us no wrong, no ill, and we should trust him, but I don't know. I feel as if there's truth to that, but other people have some pretty harrowing tales about the Duke. And right now it seems as if my only trust is in all of you. I just feel that given all that we've had to go through, we have to trust each other. It's what keeps us alive.
Yes, I would agree that trust is important.
And so there was a reason that I didn't necessarily sketch absolutely everything when we were in there.
I think maybe it wasn't necessarily out of distrust, but out of falling into the wrong hands.
That's what I've been working on this morning. I'm making duplicates of my own drawings and covering them in magic so that only those deemed willing or able will be able to see what it truly is.
Like a magic ink or something?
Yes. And so you won't be able to see the trick, but I'm able to take a text or an image and put a disguise illusion magic over it so that only those that are allowed will be able to see truly what is there.
That's safe.
If we only want the Duke to see these, then the Duke will be the only one to see them, and people around him won't be able to ascertain what is there.
Again, we don't know. I would say the Duke's inner circle. I know at the temple, the priests had issues with having their spies spy on other priests. All of the priests. All of the clergy, even. Like, everybody was spying on everybody, so I don't know what it's like inside the Duke's estate. Who is within his ranks that's telling other people? Not necessarily a
Yes.
mole, but just,
Yes.
yeah. But then at the same time, we run the risk of him who he talks to. What
That's
conversation?
his problem, not ours.
But if we're hiding this from other people's eyes and only he can see it, and he's talking to them about it, could they not draw the same conclusions?
Perhaps. Then I don't want to have to take extreme measures, but I mean, we could always run the possibility of burning these after they're seen. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, I have quite a bit of work to do to mask all of these.
Oh, yes, sorry. I'll leave you to it then. I'm honestly probably just gonna go play with a bunch of animals for a while. Just try and get rid of some of this muck from being in the prison. Still can't shake it.
Okay.
And I exit. I actually go. I go out. Oh. And I empty the bag. The gray bag of tricks. I just empty it. Like, all three of them. Like, I don't know if it'll let me, like, open it and just dump all three out, or if I have to, like, one at a time toss them.
You have to one at a time toss them, but
I absolutely do. All three of them.
well, I gotta figure out what you have now.
That's
Give
a
me
giant
three
elk.
d8s.
Yep, that's a giant elk. A giant elk. A giant elk.
Okay, you got 3 giant elks that are frolicking around you.
Well, so this actually works really well. So I'm gonna assume. Is it safe to assume that they're males and they're because so then they have that like the huge horns.
Sure.
Fantastic. I'm going to use them as sparring partners. And I'm gonna I'm not gonna use the new sword.
Okay.
Because it doesn't seem beneficial, but I am gonna use like a stick similar in size to practice the use of a longsword because it's been so long since I've used a longsword.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna spar with my 3 elk buddies on the lawn. That's what I'm doing.
A lot of the guards and the people you guys have working here to like all come out and watch what's going on the lawn? Crazy things happen around here, but this is not usual.
Oh yeah. I'm absolutely out of the box, abnormally practicing. Yeah. I even like to think like my horse is off in a field. Like both of my horses are in a field somewhere, like eating grass and slow eating while they're watching me. Like, what has happened to her? So yeah, so that's what I'll do until I'm physically tired or comfortable enough in the motions of the use of what I would warrant as a longsword.
I spend the next hour or more to cast illusory script a whole bunch over there were 2 new prisoners in the Jade prison. The Archaeos text the 2 floors of the prison, and then just added notes about like, you know, the goblin stuff at each floor, the stuff that they were saying, and notes of what we did to correct it and stuff. So take off 70 gold. And for anyone who happens to look at these who are not approved witches, there's our, you know, core 6 plus the Duke. It would look like more or less like how a to-do of how to take care of certain plants. Okay. Otherwise. Okay. Add paper 7. To not spells. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing with my afternoon, at least.
Is there anything else anyone wanted to do before you head off for dinner with the Duke?
Torque would have been in town, going to visit Lady Shadesh.
Okay.
If he can get an audience with her.
Yeah, her servants will say that she can make time to meet you, and they'll usher you into a waiting room, and a few moments later she'll show up.
Lady Shadesh, how have you been?
It's been difficult, but we're getting by. Things are coming together.
And the children?
Oh, you know them. They were sad for a few weeks, but they've gotten over it. I mean, more or less, they still have waves of it now and then, but that's normal for grief.
It'll fade in time. As much as pleasantries are pleasant, I wanted to ask you a few questions.
Certainly. What can I help you with?
The Duke. Do you trust him?
I'm not sure what you mean.
We've been doing work for him. He hasn't necessarily given us reason to doubt his intention or for us to have any distrust, but I know and trust your opinion more than I know him. So I wanted your opinion of his potential trustworthiness.
I suppose it would depend on what you want to trust him about. He's a very strict man when it comes to the rule of law and order in the city. And he's generally pretty much an open book when it comes to what his intentions are. He doesn't seem to dissemble much that I've ever been able to tell, but there is a darkness there. He's been more severe than I would prefer in a lot of cases. I wouldn't cross him. Let me put it that way.
Well, when you say that it depends on what we're talking about, you know I'm not prone to exaggeration. So when I say that it's literally the fate of at least this entire city, possibly the entire continent,
I would trust him to defend this city with everything he can. He's, I believe, demonstrated that over his time serving the city. But, like I said, he might go further than I would necessarily prefer in doing that defense. He's done some things against the people from Drome over the years that I would consider obscene. But it did stop the invasions. So I'm not a military person. Who am I to say? I don't know what is necessary in that kind of work. It scared me.
are you... Do you know anything about the prison at the top of the mountain?
There's a prison in which mountain? I heard the Duke sent some troops over that way. People have seen them traveling back and forth, but I don't know anything about a prison.
Do you know anyone who might?
I suspect you think the Duke might.
Oh, the
based on
Duke
the pattern of
does.
questioning.
The Duke does. He's had us do some work up there.
Then I assume that's above board and all that. Other people in the city, the Apothecarium might know something. I don't know what the Silver Flame are up to in the city. They've been very cagey, but also pushing themselves into a lot of different places, and seem to have been pushing against the Duke for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on there. Red Ezekiel is often a font of the wildest information. You should hear what he says at parties sometimes.
I can imagine. Yeah, there are things in
There
that
is also,
prison.
I've heard stories of a man named Davian. Don't know if you've heard of him. He isn't part of the city specifically. He lives outside in the woods. It seems to be a caretaker of some sort that with ties to nature. He's been around for a long time as well, and if it's on the mountain, he might know something. I have heard tales of Davian, though I've never encountered him myself. We don't operate in the same circles, same social circles.
A lead to
But I've heard he
track
has
down,
power.
if nothing else. Yeah, that was the main thing. Was I wanted your opinion on the Duke. Like I said, that prison contains things that in the wrong hands could very plainly spell devastation to anywhere from the local area to a large chunk of the world. So,
Is it tied to that attack by the undead a few months ago?
that's where they originated, yes.
Oh, by the gods.
There is much worse than that in there.
That's terrifying. But I can't think of any. If you and your compatriots, you've done so much for this city, and the Duke, if he's aware of what's going on there, I have to imagine that you'll be able to keep it under control, because if not, then I don't know what else we could do. You're our best hope.
If the wrong things happen, there will be nothing to be done.
Well, thanks for those nightmares.
You're quite
He
welcome.
says with a chuckle.
Well, thank you for your opinion. Are the guard that were sent in my place at least treating you well?
They've taken time to get to understand the patterns and the flow of everything. It's been a bit of a trial, but they're getting there. You were perfectly suited. They're taking a little bit more work to polish them up, but they'll get there. It's fine.
Well, anything you need, I'm sure you've heard they've given us some living quarters, so anything you need, you can feel free to reach out to me there.
I can't imagine what would come up that would require us to disturb you, but if we do, I appreciate it.
Then I appreciate your time. I'll see myself out.
Take care.
And I will leave and just kind of wander around town until the others manage their way over.
Man, I can't keep using my sending spells, but it's fine. This is why I took a short rest. Eventually, when it gets closer to dinner, I'll come out of this door. Okay. Go. Oh.
You can
Lyra.
barely see Lyra in there.
Yeah. Lyra, dear.
1 minute, hold on. And like you see me like swinging at like blocking an antler or something.
Yeah, you hear the like wood on antler knock sounds and things like that happening.
Is that Dell? Did Dell bring friends?
Nope, they're my friends. They're my friends. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, dear. We need to leave soon.
Leave? Where are we going?
Dinner.
Oh, I should probably shower.
Yes.
Bathe. Oh, and like I'm like holding an antler with one hand and blocking with the sword with another, and I'm like, we're done, guys.
Though
They just kind of disperse.
They'll snort and like shit and nod their head at you and then disperse. Yeah.
Yeah. Go chew. Go take a snack.
You mentioned a shower. I was just thinking. I know taken it up with some of the engineers in, or the artificers. We could
Yes.
also consider an alchemical solution at some point. We should really visit those interesting fellows at the apothecarium.
Alchemical solution? I don't want to dip in something that I don't know what it is.
That's not what I mean.
Oh. What did you mean?
I'm saying that perhaps there is a chemical way to have hot water dispersed through our facility alchemically. And not necessarily just magic. It might be a combination.
And because we still need someone to make the pipes and install the pipes and run the pipes.
Yes. And
And
I'm
the
sure
tubs.
there will. Yes.
The barracks and I'm like talking to you as I'm heading in the house. We should probably make sure the barracks has its own bathing chamber.
We'll figure that out.
That's next level.
Yeah.
Level 9, you get more special stuff.
Yeah, I figured. I'm just rattling this stuff. Like,
Yes.
oh, we're gonna need at least 3 tubs, 4 tubs, 5. I don't know. If Del bathes as a dog, she's gonna want her own tub. I don't want to get covered in animal hair.
There is technically a pond over to like the south of where your sanctuary is. It's off the map, but there is there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Go bathe.
Okay.
I will find Eventide, and I know Torque was in town, and I will see where he is.
Okay. And like I'll whistle for my horse to put like all of my heavy gear on my horse. Like I won't just set my sword down on the ground. Like I'm very intentional about keeping everything up off the floor. And I'll actually go dive in the pond.
I will do another sending spell to Torque this time. Dinner time is approaching. Will you be back to come with us, or should we just meet you there?
I will meet you there. Currently wandering the city. We have some more potential people to speak with about the Duke.
Good. And I'll be muttering to myself, I never saw Eventide actually get out of bed. And I'll, go upstairs. I'm not gonna actually move my,
It is
token.
like 3 in the afternoon.
Yep. Such a teenager. And I'll, gently knock on her door. And then it gets a little louder.
What?
Dinner soon. We're having it with the Duke. Make
Oh.
yourself presentable.
Would there still be sunlight outside?
Yeah, it's only like 3 p.m.
Oh, okay.
It's like late fall, but it's still like sunny out.
Okay. What? Dinner? Oh. And then you'll hear like me fluttering around the room and like throwing things around and trying to rush.
We still have time. It's fine, but it's time to be up.
I would throw open the door and you would see her like halfway between outfits and like clearly in a hurry. No problem. I'll be down in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll finish getting dressed and head downstairs.
Yeah, and I'll just sit and, I don't know, read over my spellbook or something. I'm gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna do my thing where I can switch a spell on a short rest.
And Cease, what are you doing with the sword when you're getting ready to leave?
I'm strapping it on my back like normal.
There was an urge to take it with you that you don't think was coming from you, but
That's fair. That's fair.
you feel a sense of smug satisfaction from it when you strap it on by yourself. And you know that smug satisfaction is not your own.
Yeah, I'm not smug about nothing, so absolutely. I would mumble something under my breath, something along the lines of like, yeah.
I think we're going to call it a little early before we get to the dinner, because the dinner is going to be a whole thing.
I believe it.
I really hope it's a battle and RP thing. Because I have a feeling my sword wants to attack the Duke. Actually, I feel like my sword wants to attack anything.
I just had like the
Great.
image of us agreeing to stop for now, and Eventide's like, "What? I got dressed for nothing, and now we take a break until next week."
You're right. And we need to work on your cliffhangers.
Poor girl could have slept for a whole week.
Right?
No, my cliffhangers, you say. Okay, then.
Yes.
No, take it back.
Yes. No.
You asked
No.
for this.
Yes. Give us cliffhangers, because then we'll be mad that we're ending, and we'll want to come back the following week.
So and I know this is just a me thing, because any DM worth their muster, in my opinion, is going to think about the things that they did in previous weeks and try to be better, or things that they've done in previous campaigns and say, I like that and didn't like that, and do different things. And of the entirety that was like Tomb of Annihilation, I remember I got one cliffhanger correct, and it was in the very, very beginning, where like whatever character Cease had that was negotiating like a contract for like the jungles of Chult, they were like, please enter, and she went inside, and that was just like it.
That was the Tabaxi, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I know there's like a what do you call him, like a main guy sidekick combo Tabaxi thing. I don't know, I'd have to actually read back on it because I didn't take notes, but yeah, cliffhangers are hard. Like, people who do that, like, you know, Critical Role does it like every single episode, and like, how? Like,
Well, I think it's
Critical Role does it every single episode because they plan out the episode before they actually do the play for a lot of it.
well,
So
I
they
mean,
know whether they're going to be
there's
ending up.
still
There are-
twists.
well, and
but-
if you notice,
Yeah.
like, they're not consistent in time. One episode might be 3 hours, and the next one might be 5 or 6.
Sure.
Like, they intentionally go, okay, if we end now, it's a cliffhanger. If we keep going, we're gonna end after that. We have to end now.
Well, how about this? We're not going to end right now. We're going to move forward just a little bit further. You guys show up to the Duke's Castle.
Okay.
I assume Torque shows up with you. You're invited in. You don't go up the stairs to his office. You're escorted off to one side towards what you assume is a dining room. And when you open up the door, it's not just the Duke in there. There's a whole lot of people in there, all sitting at a very long table. And you recognize a lot of them as various dignitaries from around town.
Oh, I'm screwed.
This is a dinner you were invited to, not a dinner for you. And yes, members of your church are there. Like
I'm
the head of your
screwed.
church.
I'm absolutely screwed.
Ezekiel is there. There's a lot of people you don't
Excellent.
recognize. And this is what you'll be walking into next week and why I'm trying to cut it off earlier, because this is going to be a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So when we start back up, am I gonna go straight into a charisma save?
Oh, also, I think it was
No.
Arlie, maybe,
Okay.
who said they couldn't make it next week.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you seen Bondbreaker's intelligence score? It's not stupid.
I know. That's why I was like, oh no.
Of course, yeah. It's a sentient weapon.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I've got like.
it was
full-
speaking
I
to
got
her. When
a
Yeah,
full
I
you
know,
guys have
paragraph
to
of
see.
sentience. I've got 3 paragraphs on its personality. I'm like, oh, I need to get to know this guy.
So it's
I
a
need to.
Spren. Got it. Sorry, I was thinking about Sanderson for like the last 3 hours.
Like I need to well here, I'll just share it with everybody cuz y'all are going to want to know what it is. I need to create an alliance with this thing and a partnership.
Maybe,
is
if
gonna
you
be-
can.
Yeah.
Or you can just
I'm
fight
saying,
it the whole way.
I'm saying I need to. I don't know if it will happen.
Artifact. Shit. Okay.
Like it is stuck to me until it can be destroyed on the plane of Daphne, the perfect order.
Yeah.
If we're stopping here, is it okay if I go ahead and head out for the night?
Yeah, we're done.
All right, great.
Not-
I will see you guys next week. It was a fun session. Good to be
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
Not only
Also, have fun in Palia.
Thank you. Great.
not only do you have to take it to another plane to destroy it, it requires the power of 5 Maroots.
Holy shit. Maroots, like one Maroot is like a TBK machine.
Well, like
Yes,
the
this
good
is
news
a world-changing weapon that she just decided to put it in her own hands.
The good news is if we reach that point, they'll find it so egregious that they'll want to destroy it anyway.
And then imprison you
Oh,
forever.
if you show up in Dunvey and they find out that you've got Bondbreaker,
Mhm.
you can try and fight the Maroots.
No, I'll be like, here you go, please take it.
They'll be perfectly satisfied destroying you along with it if they can get to destroy it.
If you've ever looked up a Maroot stat block, it's literally, they don't have to roll to hit. They just do 50 damage or something.
Also, they can, like, if they hit you, I think they immediately stun you, and if you're stunned, they can immediately teleport you back to their plane.
No, they are one of the most disgusting creatures that they've ever created.
The reason that devils have contracts is because if you fuck up a devil contract, a Maroot comes and enforces it on your ass. And even the devils will not fuck with a Maroot.
Look what you've done, you little...
Yeah.
What was it in Home Alone? Look what you've done, you little jerk.
It's fine.
Its melee
Really fine.
attack, which it gets to make 2 of, is an automatic hit, 60 force damage, and a 5-foot push away.
Oh, just 120 auto damage every round. Cool, whatever.
They are not meant to be fought. They are meant to be a
Yep.
force of nature, a
Yep.
force of order.
Oh man, that's sweet. Immunity to Charm and Frightened.
I did love the wording on that, though. Immunity to Charmed and Frightened, except from the sword.
Which means the sword might be able to cast that on you at some capacity. Oh, I see. The Dominate monster.
Dominate
I see.
monster is technically a charm effect.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It only lasts for an hour.
And then it can try again.
The
Well,
good news is my charisma is not garbage.
I guess I'm gonna have to just keep Dispel Magic prepped. Either that or learn, what is it, Calm Emotions. I'm gonna keep a couple scrolls of that or something.
Yeah. On another note, I had to eliminate the ring of mind shielding because I had to attune to this thing.
What does that do? I know, like, I've heard of it, but...
That's why I was like,
Inventory.
Lyra
It's what
is
she was using to keep
screwed.
Oh, ability to read thoughts. Guess I should learn that spell too. Since she's not being forthcoming and truthful. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
What have
so,
you done?
Like, yeah. So I don't have the Ring of Mind shielding up on me anymore. So that's up for grabs.
Okay.
But
I
yeah.
actually think am I full up on attunement slots? I think I am.
I was using that
Yeah,
to keep
I am.
the temple guys from noticing that I'd broken my oath. And now the head of the order is there. And I can't block my mind from them finding out that I have broken my oath. Yep.
Excellent. This is
It's about to get spicy.
good.
What was it you said about cliffhangers?
Yep.
I love this.
Yeah,
because
that
it
was
leaves
good.
so much room for speculation.
So, well, and
Before
you know,
Christmas,
people...
Cease is like, I'm gonna pull that sword. And I'm like, fuck.
I warned
Really
Oh,
excited
you-
for making
That's why I
plans.
warned you.
You planned on it, okay?
Oh
Well, so
yeah.
that's why I had the sword ready to go. It was because she said that she wanted to do this as a character thing. And like, we're gonna do a whole bunch of character arcs through tier 3 to settle a whole bunch of stuff that people have in their backstories and or have set up in gameplay. So it's gonna be fun, and Cease has figured out what hers is.
Well, so here's the thing. I literally just took my first dip into Warlock.
Oh, okay.
Literally.
Okay, this makes more sense now.
Yeah. So I was already arcing a certain way,
Yeah.
and now this happened, and I'm like, ooh.
Yep. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, I wanted to make it definitely still a monstrous weapon, but one that you could actually functionally use and get along with in the course of the campaign, even if it's challenging.
Yes.
Because some of them, like Black Razor, is just like, no, you're going to try and murder everything around
They're
you
your
because you want
friends.
to devour their souls. That's
If
not.
I was going to say, if Torque or Sil might get that reference. There was a 4th edition podcast that had a sword mage in it who had a magical sword, which its entire personality was, oh, hey, are you being friends with that person? You should kill them. Kill your friends. Hey, FYI, kill your friends.
And it became a joke. I forget what show, like what series that was, but
It was
every
a 4th edition because there was an orc in there, a fighter named Torque, who had his entire character was a WWE player or whatever. Yeah, I just remember the DM's name was Rodrigo.
I just remember it turned into every time that guy opened his backpack, he would be like, I open my backpack, kill your friends.
Kill your friends. Yep. Yeah, I'd have to go digging for that. It's been a hot second. Okay, I'm gonna hop off. Good game tonight, everyone. We'll catch you guys for some shenanigans next week.
Things are going to get fun.
Yeah.
Sounds
The whole
good.
next arc here planned out already, and I think it's pretty good.
All right.
A lot of fun.
Cool. All right. Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Night. All right, that's it for us tonight. That was a nice little twist there at the end. We got some really good RP in. Maybe we will get some combat in next week. Either way, as the kids say, shit's going down. I will be back on Tuesday and Thursday at 9 o'clock for Raid Night with Relentless. We are still pushing for their re-clear to get those who missed the first Immensius kill, get them there ahead of the curve. I have to assume we're going to be running the lockout from last week and just doing Nemencius. But if you want to see that, that'll be Tuesday and Thursday, and then we'll be right back here next Saturday at 8 o'clock. All times Eastern. But until Tuesday, as always, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. And you have a great night.